Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen and this is Jen Clayton Beauty. We do everything beauty and makeup, and that includes new eyeshadow palette releases. And I'm so excited because today's palette is from one of my favorite indie brands, Nomad Cosmetics, and that is their newest release, America's Route 66 palette. First of all, the outside packaging, I love it, but the color story is so unique, so different, and so much fun. I am immediately drawn to these super bright summery shades in the middle. I'm wearing my shirt that says "We'll lift for tacos," and it is teal and pink and neon. So I am inspired by those. This green shimmer is beautiful. We've got neutrals, oranges, colorful shades. It's a very unique color story, but in a really good way. So we're gonna test this out today, see if it is the typical amazing Nomad Cosmetics formula. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload lots and lots of new videos down below every single week. The America's Route 66 palette is available at the time of the release of this video, and I have a discount code for Nomad. So I will link it down below for you. Thank you so much for using my link. It definitely shows the brand that I'm sharing their products. I did receive this in PR, and as you know, Nomad is one of my favorite indie brands. I will also have my favorite beauty boxes, all of the makeup that I'm wearing today. I've already done my base, my brows. All I have left is a lippy and the Nomad Cosmetics palette will be linked down below. Discounts to my favorite indie brands, including Nomad, and come follow me over on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. Let's talk about the America's Route 66 eyeshadow palette. So we got this adorable card in the package. How fun is this? It says, "Wandering Never Lost, Nomad Route 66. If you didn't know, Nomad Cosmetics is an indie makeup brand, so an independently owned brand, and they are a destination brand. So all of their palettes are destination travel themed, and they always have a cause that they donate to, which I absolutely love. And on the back of the card, it tells us a little bit about the America's Route 66 palette, the cause that they're donating to. While I share that with you, I will insert close-up swatches of the palette. On the road again, come with us on a road trip of lifetime through historic Route 66 with all its quirky stops and stunning landscapes. We hope you are inspired by the feelings of freedom, adventure, and nostalgia to create road trip looks you love. Cheers to your road of dreams, Felicia and Annette, Nomad co-founders. The destination is iconic Route 66. Mother Road or Main Street America, whichever nickname you give it. America's Route 66 is more than just a highway. It's an iconic part of U.S. history that symbolizes freedom, adventure, and the American dream. Stretching over 2,000 miles from Chicago to Los Angeles, this legendary route embodies a unique slice of Americana. With historic gas stations, motels, diners, and drive-in theaters along the route, Route 66 continues to live in the collective consciousness as representation of liberty, nostalgia, and a good old-fashioned road trip. The palette is a road trip through colors, a breathtaking blend of warm, sun-baked hues and earthy classics, refreshing sky shades and cacti greens sprinkled with quirky shimmers and neon sign colors, all inspired by iconic Route 66. 10 memorable mattes, 4 scenic shimmers, and 4 bright as neon sign sparkles. The cause is we are so proud to support the Nature Conservatory and their work to maintain the health of the iconic prairies of the central U.S. Love that. Love the cause. Love the story behind it. I have been on a portion of Route 66, so it has a little bit of nostalgia for me as well. I can't wait to put this on my eyes. Let me zoom you in. Let's get started. So I'm definitely inspired by my shirt. I'm inspired, like I said, by the neon shades in here that symbolize all of the neon lights on Route 66. So I definitely want to utilize some of these fun, bright shades. So I'm going to start with this orangey peach matte called Gemini Giant, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade to set my eyeshadow base. I am using the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly as always. Wow, look at that pigmentation. That was one tap into that palette. I'm going to bring that a little bit above my crease so that when I add in my crease shade, we can still see this beautiful peach popping out. Look at that. That is stunning. That really is the perfect transition shade, but it has enough pigmentation that you could use this as a crease shade. I'm going to pick up the little bit deeper orangey shade called Go West, and I'm going to just buff that into my crease just to deepen that up a little bit. Add a little bit of depth to the crease. I do want that Gemini shade still to pop out above my crease. Again, one tap in is all I need. Nomad mattes are so pigmented, so buttery, so blendable. They are really, really fantastic. They shine in their mattes and they definitely shine in their shimmers. Then I'm going to pop in the teal shade called Blue Whale, and I'm going to use that to kind of deepen up my outer corner, add in a pop of blue, a pop of color, one tap in. Wow, I am beyond impressed. These are very, very pigmented. And like I said, Nomad has a really good matte formula, but these are insane good. Then going into that first shade, that Gemini shade, I'm just going to use that to just blend out the edges. As always, some NYX glitter glue on my lids, and we're gonna go neon vibes with these beautiful neon shimmers. Four pretty neons are these four right here. I definitely want to use a few of those. I'm going to start with this Monger Moss shade, which is this really interesting kind of orange shade that shifts to gold to pink. And this one I'm going to apply with my finger. We'll also test out brush application. And I'm going to place this one right in the middle. So not next to the blue, not the inner corner, right in the middle. That is stunning. Oh, it's so shifty and absolutely beautiful. Brush, a pencil brush. I'm picking up Blue Swallow, which is the blue neon, and I'm going to place that right next to the blue matte, right next to that beautiful coral shimmer. Ugh, I'm obsessed with these neon shimmers. They're so beautiful. And then going into El Rancho, that neon pink, which I love. That's actually the first thing I noticed when I opened this palette. I'm going to place that right next to the teal as my inner corner neon vibe. I'm going to go back into the teal matte and I'm going to buff that on my lower lash line. I'm going to go back into El Rancho, the pink, and I'm going to buff that a little bit on top just to add a little pop of pink on my lower lash line. And then for fun, why not? Let's go into the final neon shimmer called Rest Haven, this beautiful green, and we're going to pop her on the inner corner. That is so fun. I love the pop of green on the inner corner. We are very bright, we are very neon, we are very colorful. Let me go ahead and do some liner and mascara, pop on a lippy, and I'll get ready for the day, and I'll be back and we'll talk about Nomad Cosmetics Route 66. So here is the completed look using the Nomad Cosmetics America's Route 66 eyeshadow palette. I love my look. It is so much fun. It is so colorful. I decided to leave my Will Lift for Taco shirt on since it kind of goes with the vibe today. I actually just have some coaching calls today and a couple errands to run, and I'm gonna rock this beautiful look from Nomad Cosmetics. I love that I was able to use some of the neutral mattes in here, and then I was really able to use the neon shimmers and bring out that whole neon vibe. It just makes me really happy. It is 87 degrees here today, so it's basically summer, and I am here for it. I think this palette is really fun. I love that Nomad gave us neutral. You could stick with the browns. We've got a gold shimmer. You can use the peaches that I used if you want to do kind of a peachy orange look. You could do a full green look, a blue look. I love this kind of buttercup yellow matte. I'm just inspired by this and I want to keep using it. I can see myself creating a ton of different looks. This shade here would be beautiful as an inner corner highlight shade. It's just a really interesting, different color story, and Nomad has given us that with their last couple of palettes. It's been really, really good and really unique as far as the color story goes. And this one is no different. The mattes perform beautifully. The shimmers perform beautifully. I really like this palette. I think Nomad did an amazing job with this. Just theme-wise, color story-wise, the charity, the cause that they're giving back to is so amazing. This is really good. If you are in the market for a fun, summer, colorful yet neutral palette, I recommend the Nomad Route 66. Like I said, I do have a discount code for Nomad. I will link it down below for you. Let me know what you think of my look. Are you going to pick the palette up? Let me know down below. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.